After more than 3 decades of waking up with millions of Southern Californians, a familiar face is saying goodbye. Leslie Sykes, the beloved anchor of ABC 7 Eyewitness News, has officially signed off, leaving behind a legacy that stretches far beyond the television screen. Picture it. The calm, trusted voice that guided viewers through breaking stories, community celebrations, and moments of crisis. For so many, Leslie wasn't just a news anchor. She was part of the family, a steady presence in living rooms every morning. On her final day at the desk, surrounded by her coworkers, she spoke directly from the heart, her words filled with gratitude, humility, and emotion. It was a farewell that instantly reminded everyone why she had become such a respected and admired figure in Los Angeles journalism. But Leslie's story is more than just about a career on air. It's about resilience, passion, and the journey of a young woman from Compton who would go on to become a trusted name in America. News. When Leslie spoke on her final broadcast, she said, "It is so hard to believe that this is my last day on this set." You could hear the mix of disbelief and emotion in her voice, as her colleagues stood behind her, visibly moved. She went on to call her career the privilege of my life, explaining that it wasn't just about delivering headlines, but about truly connecting with the community. For 30 years, she wasn't simply reporting news. She was weaving herself into the fabric of Los Angeles life, becoming a trusted storyteller for generations of viewers. What made her so special wasn't just her professionalism. It was her warmth, her empathy, and the way she managed to make every viewer feel like she was talking directly to them. Even as she signed off for the last time, she left with a promise that while she may be stepping away from the anchor desk, her heart would always remain with the city she called home and the station that gave her the platform to shine. To truly understand why this farewell matters so deeply, we need to look back at where Leslie's journey began. She grew up in Compton, California, a community that has produced countless stories of perseverance and determination. From an early age, Leslie knew the importance of hard work and the power of representation. She carried that drive with her to Spelman College, one of the nation's most respected historically black colleges for women, where she studied English. Education wasn't just a stepping stone for Leslie. It was the foundation of her confidence, her voice, and her ability to tell stories that mattered. After college, she chased her dream of becoming a journalist, even when it meant starting far from home. Her early career took her to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where she worked as a reporter, learning the ropes in a smaller market and proving that she had both the skill and the heart to succeed in a tough industry. Leslie's determination soon paid off. In 1994, she joined KABC in Los Angeles, a moment that would change not only her career, but also the lives of countless viewers. At first, she came on board as a reporter, covering everything from breaking news to community events. Her natural ability to connect with people, whether they were officials in power or everyday citizens, quickly made her stand out. It wasn't long before she transitioned into the anchor chair, where her presence became a steady part of mornings in Southern California. For many, Leslie became the first voice they heard after waking up, a trusted guide through the day's unfolding events. Anchoring isn't just about reading a teleprompter. It's about building trust, and Leslie built that trust one broadcast at a time. With calm authority during crises and genuine joy during celebrations, she embodied exactly what people wanted in a news anchor: reliability, authenticity, and heart. Over the years, Leslie wasn't just reporting the news, she was living it alongside the community. From devastating wildfires to historic moments in sports and politics, she was there to guide viewers through it all. But perhaps even more importantly, she was a champion for local stories, the kind that highlight the strength and resilience of everyday people. That's what made her so beloved. She never forgot that journalism is about people, not just headlines. Viewers saw her as someone who truly cared, someone who brought compassion to stories that might otherwise have felt distant. And while her calm presence during breaking news was unforgettable, so was her laughter, her warmth, and the joy she brought to the morning desk. Leslie made news feel personal. For many, tuning into ABC7 wasn't just about information. It was about connection, comfort, and starting the day with a familiar friend they could trust. When Leslie announced last month that she would be retiring, the news spread quickly across Los Angeles, and the reaction was immediate. Viewers took to social media to share memories, words of gratitude, and heartfelt tributes. Many spoke about how they had grown up watching her, how she had been a constant presence through the ups and downs of their own lives. Some even shared stories of meeting her in person, describing her as every bit as kind and genuine off-camera as she appeared on screen. That kind of consistency is rare in the fast-paced world of broadcast journalism, where faces often change and careers can be unpredictable. But Leslie built something unique, lasting trust. And when she finally said her emotional goodbye on her last broadcast, it felt less like a professional sign-off and more like a family member saying farewell after a long and meaningful chapter together. Her departure also sparks a bigger conversation about what it means to dedicate 3 decades to one station in one city. In today's media landscape, where turnover is high and competition is fierce, Leslie's career feels almost extraordinary. She wasn't chasing the next big market or constantly moving to climb the ladder. Instead, she chose to plant her roots in Los Angeles, to serve the viewers who had trusted her from the start. That loyalty speaks volumes, not just about the station's faith in her, but about her faith in the people of Los Angeles. It's why her farewell wasn't just about nostalgia. It was about gratitude on both sides. Viewers were grateful for her dedication, and Leslie was grateful for the chance to do what she loved for so long. In many ways, it's a reminder that journalism at its best is about relationships, not ratings. As Leslie Sykes steps away from the anchor desk, her legacy is not measured in broadcasts or ratings, but in the countless lives she touched along the way. She leaves behind an example of grace, resilience, and authenticity in a field that can often feel impersonal. Her journey from Compton to Spelman College, from a small newsroom in Mississippi to becoming one of the most trusted voices in Los Angeles, is a story of determination and heart. On her final day, she told viewers she would always be cheering for this city and this station, and you could feel the sincerity in every word. Though she may no longer appear on our screens each morning, her impact will continue to resonate through the stories she told and the trust she built. For 30 years, she was more than an anchor. She was family. And while this chapter closes, her influence will last far beyond her final sign-off.